Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum everybody. Welcome to my part 13 of the an astonishing new discovery of their language series. In this video, I will be talking about the meanings of the letter ain, and one of the meaning is money, umla, and work, amal. The letter ain, as you can see, when it is an isolated letter or the final letter, then you see the two return signs, and if it is initial or isolated, then you see the eye of the ain open. Otherwise, if it is in the middle letter or the final letter, then the eye is closed. And this kind of writing has meanings, as I have already shown you in my earlier videos. Each of the way that the letters are written and their shape determine the meaning. For example, because ain is written in opposite direction of the normal writing from right to left of the Arabic language, and then you see this is the opposite way, so one of the meaning is the return, right? It returns ada, to return. So all of the meanings will have built in this meaning ada, and then all of these things, the grip is one of the main meanings of the letter ain. Like, see, the ain looks like the grip of the hand, right? And then you try to understand something or see something, say ainun, which is the eye, and understand something, meaning, right? Say ana, to mean, and all these are related. And then the brain, something cylindrical, intestine, all of this is related meaning based on this shape. Now in this video, I'll be mainly talking about the money and work meaning. Umla is money, and amal is the work, right? Amila means to work, and then umla is something is worked upon, which is money, right? Depending on your work. And then remember, the hamza is actually just the cut upper part of the ain, right? So hamza also has a meaning of return, and then hamza has a meaning of something very small, because it is the smallest of all the Arabic letters. Okay, so let's start with this meaning of the word ba, which means he sold. Ba, he sold. And to sell, this root comes from ba ya ain, and our single letter meaning shows us that this ba is badayu, which means goods or merchandise that you give somebody, and bata, to get, but ba and ta also can means to give. For example, ata means to give, and this boat shape has one of the meaning of giving or getting something. So this one is to give goods to a second person, and this ya is indicating an exchange, because you exchange through your yad or your hand, and ain is umla or money, right? Umla, money or currency, right? Currency or money. And ada, we know that the return sign means also ada. So you give something in exchange, that is in return for money. This is what sell means, right? And then once you learn these things, I've already told you should learn the 6 forms, 3 verb forms. Ba'a, yabiu, be. Ba is the fi'l madi, or the action is complete, right? Yabau means he's selling, and be means to sell in amr, the order tense, and bayun means the selling, the process of selling. Bayun means seller, and baya means a female seller, right? A female seller, and the ta marbuta is indicating the feminine case. And bayaun means a salesman, and here you can see that the alif, if it is in the third position after the second letter, after the second root letter, then it indicates a profession. And this doubling means repeated doing, means a person who repeatedly sells things. That is a salesman, who is a professional seller. But bayun means also a seller. So both bayun and bayaun means seller, both of them mean seller, but bayaun, it means a professional seller, whereas bayun, it means a one-time seller only one time, because and a small time seller, say a street, somebody like a street vendor. This is because of this also the small Hamza, right? Hamza is there, as you can see, because of the alif and the kasra. After the alif, the seat of the Hamza is the alif maksura. That's why it's written like in this way, bayun. And bayun would mean a seller, but a one-time seller or a small street vendor. But bayaun means he's a salesman. He's like a professional businessman who is selling things, a salesperson. Yeah. So if we look more closely at this word ba'a, yabi and bayun, you will see that here there is like the letter waw, the ya disappears in when the action is complete, and then along with that, because of the alif, the ain does not attach, and then this I is opened. So what this means is when you are selling something, bazayu, a goods, you are selling to somebody, and then the I is closed, means the money is not really available until you sell it. Once you have completed the action, then the I opens, means now you have the money at hand, and it is opened up. The money is opened up, right? So you see, this I closed means the umla is there. Your good has a value, and but it is not opened yet. It's not opened, and but it is opened only after the I opens, right? After you have sold something, you get the money and you have the currency at hand. Now, interestingly, see this exchange that happens. So this ya also disappear in when the action is complete, and it is going to a second person, right? To a second person. See, ba means to get or give. So in this case, you're giving to a second person in return for umla. See, it is all in this picture, and then the exchange is so clear, right? Yeah, that the exchange is happening to a second person, the product, and then you are getting the umla, which is now open for use. Very interesting, isn't it? It is extremely interesting, and the more you take a look at this, the more you'll realize. Please try to see this in large fonts, and you will realize that this is the picture of the transaction that happens during selling something. All right, now to work, amila ya'malu, and in this one, of course, ain, see, when it is the first letter, the I is open, and of course when you are working, just working, then the I is closed, but once your work is done, you get the umla, the money for it, and yeah, try to please memorize this 6 forms. This is very important. For each of the root letters you should learn this, and see, if you work, you get the umla, the money, right? If you don't work, that's if you're idle, hamala. And see, mim lam obviously is indicating a mim. It has a kasra, right, in amila, and it's indicating a tool. You need a tool and a place as well for working. For you go to work, which is usually will be a separate place, a separate place, and then lam is to engage in something. It's alif propagation, as you know, alif and the propagation sign. So it means you are engaged in something, amila. And hamalaut means ha, we already know one of the meaning is detached, right? And then see, umla is absent. If you're idle, if you're not working, you don't get money. You don't get paid for this, although you are in a place and you are engaged in something. So see, it makes sense, this opposite meaning of to work and to be idle or not to work, hamala. Okay, shagala means to be occupied. Sheen means sharrun, something bad, and not grip means to not see, not able to see anything else, right? And the cling. So you're busy, you're too much busy. So this is like a negative definition of work. As you can see that busy means mashghul. Mashghul means busy. So he is busy with something else, right? Something right other than what is being done, right? And then you see fa'ala. Fa'ala means he did, just to do something, not work. You have to understand, amila means to work, right? And then fa'ala means just doing something. And here fa means something separate. Fa farig, and then ain is umla, and engaged in something. So irrespective of the money, you engage in something is doing something. So see, ain in the second position, and you will notice with the eye closed. In almost all of them, the eye is closed, except with the doer, the eye is open. The doer might have some money, but other than that, the eye is closed. So this means this doing something may or may not have some money associated. Mostly it will not have any money. So irrespective of money, you are doing something. But when you work amila, then obviously the question is you are working because you want to get some money. Okay, so we already know that ghayn with the dot of negativity, so single dot always means something opposite. Ghayn would mean the opposite of ain, which means in this case not working, to neglect. For example, ghafala, yaghfulu. Ghafala means to neglect, to not grip. So ain, see the grip meaning, and the umla and your hand meaning, and ainun, because you need the coordination. See, when you are working somewhere, most of the work is done with your hand with the coordination of the eye. See, so the grip meaning of the hand, and then the ainun meaning is related to umla and amila. See, so exact opposite is gafala. So you grip something, but you separate engage, separate cling or separate engage. So you're engaged in something else. You are neglecting the one that you're supposed to do. Another meaning is ghair and fikrun and engage. So you are engaged in some other thinking. That's why you are neglecting the work that you're supposed to do. Okay, so in this way you will see many of the word that have the ain letter will have a meaning of related to making money, basically, right? For example, ja'ala means to make. Ja'ala, so jama obviously is there, and engage. So you put together jama, grip all, or everything is adda you count and grip everything, and then you are engaged in something. This means to make, and this would make to jama, this to put in existing things which are already there, and then you come up with something new by, say, putting 2-3 things together. So this is to make something. And then in contrast to that, sona means to manufacture. So swad nun ain, so something coming out. Nun means many different parts, and ain is to put together, and you get something. Of course, both of this ain would be related to umla, because if you manufacture something or you make something, that has money associated with it. And yeah, but this money, remember, this money is hidden. See, the eye is closed. So if you make something or if you manufacture something, you may get money, but you have to sell it, ba, right? You have to sell it, ba, and then the eye will open and you can get the money. So see how logical the divine language is. Interestingly, masnoon means an industrial product, right? And masnaun means a factory, masnaun, a place where something is manufactured, a factory. And then remember, swad and noon like this would also mean something which is done repeatedly. You make the same thing over and over again, right? This has the meaning that is built in this letter swad. Okay, many other words will also have this ain, which has to do with money. For example, dafa means to pay. One of the meaning of dafa. Dafa can also means push, but pay is one meaning. And say, so here the dal is from a reserve or from inside you, that is your dinar or dirham, right? And fa is an object, a separate object, and in return of umla you get something. This is called payment. You pay something because you want an object. You want an object which for which you have to pay the money. Okay, so see, interestingly here again, once again, it's the eye is closed in all of them except madfun, right? wow. When you paid, when something is paid, then you can get the object. Then you can only get the object when something is paid, not before that. All right. To pay, right? To pay, dafa. Now wada means to deposit, something, and wow, we know one of the meaning is something missing. So the deposit was not there, the money was not there, so you put it inside and some umla, right? So it's very, very clear what wada means, to deposit something in again as a dinar and dirham, dal, dal, and which should be actually the currency, the dinar dirham. Okay, I leave you this two as an exercise, serun and ghalin. So can you decipher that without seeing the meaning here? If not, please take a look at it, but try to do. So here sin means a level, and ain umla, and ra rakmun a certain number, right? So this is the level of the money for getting something as a number, as a price. This is the definition of price, right? And ghalin means expensive. This is actually from the root ghayn wa lam, and notice that there is no red, so the wow goes missing, right? Which goes into the missing meaning of the wow. And yeah, here you see not grip, right? Not grip, a person. For li means to possess. For example, haza sayyaratu li Khalidin, this car is for Khalid. And you see, so lean means to possess something, right? So and not able to grip, because the not able to grip is going very high. See, that is this meaning of the expensive is built into this. And then because it's expensive, the wow is missing. You cannot get the object. The object shape is there, so you cannot get the object. So it's very, very clear, all these pictures. So remember, the reason that you can see these meanings very, very clearly, and remember this, you have to be able to see the meaning, and that is the reason it's called lisanun arabiyun, araba. Remember, ain to grip the meaning, ra'a to see as an output, right? Ba. And so remember, the reason it is like this is that everything, all objects, all concepts, everything that you see around us was created according to the shape of these divine letters, and that is my theory. Please take a look at my other videos, and I have 2 books also available for you, which is available from Google Books. So I'll be making more videos like this. If you like these videos, please subscribe, leave a like, and make a comment and share. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.